Our forefathers affirmed the natural rights of every man and the proper role of government in our founding documents. They were written not for lawyers, judges, and professors, but for every man, for you. These principles were regularly discussed in taverns and town halls throughout the colonies, and I pray will be again. They form the moral and philosophical basis of our democratic republic and system of law. The following selection from the Declaration of Independence encapsulates the idea of America. Thomas Jefferson called it an expression of the American mind. I would encourage each of you to commit it to memory and make it your own. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Let's take a look at what these principles mean to us. We hold these truths to be self-evident. A truth, a universal, unchangeable law of nature. Like gravity, it applies in all times and places. Self-evident, obvious, and undeniable. That all men are created equal. All men were created. We do not exist by chance. Each person is of equal value in the eyes of God, the Creator. The fact we were created gives us intrinsic worth. Each man has equal standing and is entitled to equal justice under the law. There is no upper class, no aristocracy. We do not, however, have the same gifts or possessions. Each person is unique, as will be his life. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Endowed, given as a birthright or inheritance by their Creator, by God, not by man nor man's government, and therefore cannot be rightfully taken away by any man. Unalienable rights, rights that can never be separated from us, intrinsic to our very nature. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life, the possession of and power over our own life and destiny. Liberty, the freedom to choose how we live our lives. The pursuit of happiness, the right to act out our own dreams, to develop our unique talents, to do that which brings us joy, to create, to build, and to retain the fruits of our labor. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. To make sure these rights is the only just purpose of government, to protect each man's liberty against others. A government created by and for the people, not enforced upon them. Deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. The only legitimate power of government is granted to it by the people. Power merely assumed is illegitimate and unjust. I hope you find these principles of our nation inspiring. They should underpin and inform everything we do. If we lose our principles, we will lose our nation and our liberty as we know it. Thank you, and may God save our great republic.